Jimmy Cliff, remembering a reggae legend's life and legacy. What if I told you that one man's voice carried the soul of an entire nation to the world stage? A boy from rural Jamaica who convinced a record store owner to become his producer, then went on to make history as reggae's first global superstar. But just last week, on November 24th, 2025, the world lost this incredible legend. Stay with me until the end as we celebrate the remarkable life of Jimmy Cliff. His journey from poverty to international stardom, his groundbreaking achievements, and the beautiful family he left behind. This is a story you don't want to miss. Before you continue, please hit that subscribe button for Audi Media Official. Smash the like button, share this video with your friends, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's celebrate this legend together. The early years, from Somerton to stardom. James Chambers was born on July 30th, 1944, in the rural parish of St. James, Jamaica, the second youngest of 9 children in a humble family. Growing up in the Jamaican countryside, young James discovered his passion for music while listening to a neighbor's sound system during his primary school years. Even as a child, he began writing songs, harboring dreams that seemed impossible for a boy from his background. At just 14 years old, James made a bold decision that would change his life forever. His father took him to Kingston, Jamaica's bustling capital, where the teenager adopted the stage name Jimmy Cliff, a name that symbolized the career heights he was determined to reach. The city was alive with the emerging sounds of ska music, and young Cliff was determined to be part of it. But breaking into the music industry wasn't easy. Cliff spent months going from studio to studio, attending school by day, while desperately trying to get producers to listen to his songs. He entered talent contests, faced countless rejections, but never gave up. Then came the moment that would launch his career. As Cliff himself recounted, one evening while walking past a record store and restaurant, he boldly pushed his way in just as they were closing and convinced the owner, Leslie Kong, to start a recording business, with him as the first artist. After 2 singles that barely made a ripple, everything changed when Cliff was just 17 years old. His song, Hurricane Hattie, became a massive hit in Jamaica, marking the beginning of a legendary partnership with producer Leslie Kong that would last until Kong's untimely death from a heart attack in 1971. Throughout the early 1960s, Cliff dominated the Jamaican music scene with local hits including King of Kings, Miss Jamaica, Dearest Beverly, and Pride and Passion. International breakthrough, taking reggae to the world. By 1964, Jimmy Cliff's star had risen so high that he was selected as one of Jamaica's representatives at the World's Fair in New York City, an incredible honor for a young artist from humble beginnings. Shortly after, he caught the attention of Chris Blackwell, founder of Island Records, who convinced him to relocate to the United Kingdom to pursue an international career. In London, Cliff faced new challenges, including experiencing racism in ways he had never encountered in Jamaica. Island Records initially tried to market him to rock audiences, with limited success. However, Cliff's undeniable talent and unique voice soon found their audience. His 1967 international debut album, Hard Road to Travel, received excellent reviews and featured Waterfall, which won the International Song Festival in Brazil and became a hit throughout South America. The late 1960s and early 1970s marked Cliff's golden era. His 1969 hit, Wonderful World, Beautiful People captured the optimism and joy that would become his signature, while also addressing deeper social themes. His powerful anti-war anthem, Vietnam, released in 1970, was so impactful that legendary Bob Dylan called it the best protest song he had ever heard. Another timeless classic, Many Rivers to Cross, released in 1969, reflected Cliff's personal struggles with the music industry and has since been covered by countless artists including Cher, UB40, and John Lennon. Cliff's cover of Cat Stevens' Wild World reached number 8 on a UK singles chart in 1970, demonstrating his ability to bridge reggae with pop sensibilities and reach mainstream audiences while staying true to his roots. The Harder They Come, a cultural landmark. Then came 1972, the year that would cement Jimmy Cliff's place in cultural history. Director Perry Henzell cast Cliff in the leading role of The Harder They Come, a gritty film about a struggling musician who becomes an outlaw in Jamaica. The film initially flopped at the box office when released in the United States in 1973, but exhibitors soon realized its similarity to popular films of the era, and it became a midnight movie sensation. The film's soundtrack, featuring Cliff's powerful title track along with classics like You Can Get It If You Really Want, became a worldwide phenomenon. Rolling Stone magazine would later recognize Jimmy Cliff as reggae's first global superstar, and the soundtrack is widely credited with introducing reggae music to international audiences on an unprecedented scale. The album remains one of the most influential reggae recordings of all time. Cliff's portrayal of Ivan Martin in the film showcased not just his musical talents, but also his acting abilities, earning him recognition as both a musician and a compelling screen presence. The movie and its music captured the struggles, dreams, and resilience of the Jamaican people, resonating with audiences worldwide. Continued success and evolution. The 1970s saw Cliff traveling extensively, exploring different spiritual paths, including Islam, which he embraced after visiting Africa, though he also took interest in Buddhism and Judaism. He later described himself as having a universal outlook on life, believing in science, and embracing wisdom from various traditions. The 1980s brought renewed commercial success. Cliff's 1983 collaboration with Kool and the Gang produced the hit Reggae Night, and Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band began performing Cliff's song Trapped during their live shows, giving the track tremendous exposure when it appeared on the 1985 We Are the World benefit album. In 1985, Cliff released Cliffhanger, which won the Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album, his first Grammy win. That same year, he contributed to the powerful protest song Sun City, written by Stephen Van Zandt, which opposed South Africa's apartheid system. He also provided backing vocals on the Rolling Stones' album Dirty Work in 1986. Cliff returned to the U.S. mainstream charts in 1993 with his uplifting cover of I Can See Clearly Now for the Cool Runnings soundtrack, introducing his music to a new generation. His 2012 album Rebirth, produced by Tim Armstrong of the punk band Rancid, won another Grammy for Best Reggae Album and was listed at number 12 on Rolling Stone's Top 50 Albums of 2012. His final studio album, Refugees, released in 2022, showed he remained politically and culturally engaged until the end. Honors and recognition. Jimmy Cliff's contributions to music and culture earned him numerous prestigious honors throughout his career. In 2003, he received Jamaica's Order of Merit, the highest honor the Jamaican government can bestow for achievements in the arts and sciences. At the time of his death, he was the only living reggae musician to hold this distinction. In 2010, Cliff was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame by Haitian singer-rapper Wyclef Jean, becoming only the second reggae artist to receive this honor, after Bob Marley. In his acceptance speech, Cliff noted the significance of being honored for a music form that didn't originate in the United States, calling it a big honor. He was nominated for Grammy Awards 7 times throughout his career, winning twice, for Cliffhanger in 1985 and Rebirth in 2012. In 2020, the U.S. Library of Congress added The Harder They Come soundtrack to the National Recording Registry, recognizing recordings that are culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. Family life, marriage, and children. Behind the superstar was a devoted family man. Jimmy Cliff was married to Latifah Chambers, who stood by his side throughout his later years and career. Together, they built a private life away from the spotlight, though details about their marriage remained largely personal. Cliff was the proud father of 3 children, Lilty Cliff, Aiken Cliff, and his daughter Nabia B., from a previous relationship. Nabia B. has followed in her father's creative footsteps, becoming an accomplished artist in her own right. Despite his global fame, Cliff valued his role as a father and maintained close relationships with his children. Net worth and financial legacy. Throughout his 6-decade career, Jimmy Cliff built an impressive financial legacy. His net worth is estimated to have been between $10 million and $15 million at the time of his passing. This wealth came from multiple revenue streams: record sales spanning decades, international touring, royalties from his extensive catalog of songs, many of which have been covered by other artists, his iconic film work, and various collaborations with major artists. Unlike many musicians of his era, Cliff maintained control over much of his work and continued performing and recording well into his later years, ensuring steady income from his artistic endeavors. His songs continue to generate royalties and have been featured in numerous films, commercials, and covers, creating a lasting financial legacy for his family. The sad passing of a legend. On November 24th, 2025, the world received heartbreaking news. Jimmy Cliff passed away at the age of 81. His wife, Latifah Chambers, announced his death on his official social media pages, revealing that he had died from complications following a seizure and subsequent pneumonia. In her touching announcement, Latifah wrote, "To all his fans around the world, please know that your support was his strength throughout his whole career." The message reflected the deep connection Cliff had maintained with his fans for over 6 decades. The news sent shockwaves through the music world. Tributes poured in from fellow musicians, politicians, and fans worldwide. Jamaica declared a period of mourning for one of its most celebrated cultural ambassadors. The entertainment fraternity remembered him as a pioneer who opened doors for reggae artists globally, championed positive messages, and inspired countless individuals across cultures and generations. Legacy and impact. Jimmy Cliff's influence on music and culture cannot be overstated. He was more than just a musician. He was a cultural ambassador who carried the voice, struggles, and joy of Jamaica to the world stage. He made deliberate efforts to reach across cultural and racial lines, strategically navigating the music industry to bring reggae from Kingston streets to international recognition. His music addressed universal themes: resilience in the face of adversity, many rivers to cross, the power of determination, you can get it if you really want, protest against injustice, Vietnam, and celebration of life's beauty, wonderful world, beautiful people. These songs remain timeless anthems that continue to inspire new generations. Cliff's role in The Harder They Come remains a touchstone in cinema, representing one of the first major commercial films from Jamaica and inspiring countless filmmakers and musicians to explore Caribbean life and resistance. The soundtrack songs became staples of the roots reggae movement and continue to be sampled and referenced in contemporary music. Jimmy Cliff's journey from a poor boy in rural Jamaica to a global reggae icon is a testament to the power of determination, talent, and unwavering belief in one's dreams. Though we've lost this legendary figure, his music, his message, and his spirit live on. From many rivers to cross to the harder they come, his songs will continue to uplift, inspire, and move people for generations to come. As we remember Jimmy Cliff, let's celebrate not just his achievements, but the barriers he broke, the doors he opened for other artists, and the joy he brought to millions around the world. He truly did get to the heights his name promised, and then some. Rest in power, Jimmy Cliff. Your music is forever. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible legend, don't forget to subscribe to Ade Media Official. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends who love reggae music, and comment below with your favorite Jimmy Cliff song. Let's keep his legacy alive together. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep celebrating the legends who shaped our world.